So over the last 3 years, the narrative about police, and I'm talking about the national narrative about police, has not always been very good. In fact, it seems like every day or every week there's another story about an incident somewhere in this country where you have an officer doing what the public thinks is something wrong. And so what I've seen, and this has been probably the worst in my entire 40-year career as a cop, is that people have this notion that the police are out of control, or the police need to be fixed, or gee whiz, police are not, are dangerous, that we need to be afraid of the police. All of which is absolutely not true. But unfortunately, our narrative, our story, is not getting out there. So I think that the best thing we can do is to make sure that our story gets out there. And when you look at how this narrative has really gained momentum nationally, it's not only through the press, but it's through social media. And in fact, social media is a very powerful influence in this country. And if we just allow the folks that don't like police or don't trust the police to let their message get out, and we don't put our message out, well then shame on us. So I think it's important that we use social media to get our message out, to get folks to the real accurate information about who we are, what we do, why we do it, because I think we have a good story to tell, especially here in Montgomery County. We have some of the best cops in this country. The men and women who wear this uniform care about the public. They do amazing things, and using social media, if we can get our story out, if we can get our narrative out, I think it can change public opinion and help people understand better who the police are. So if we want to change this narrative about what the police are and what we do, how we do it, we've got to do that one story at a time, because every contact that someone has with the police, whether it's here, Los Angeles, the middle of the, Kansas. I mean, every interaction that the public has with the police has an opportunity to either build trust or damage trust. And I think that 99% of the contacts that we have here in Montgomery County build that trust. We always have a few things that we wish could have gone better, and a few mistakes that we make. But the fact is that we do, I think, a phenomenal job in serving the public, and I think that we have great police officers here in Montgomery County. And so if any cop, whether they're assigned to patrol, whether it's a school resource officer, whether it's a canine officer, SOD, a detective, you name it, supervisor, executive, I don't care who it is. All of us have an opportunity to change the narrative and change the people's opinion and trust level of the police. And we can, and we can't impact what happens in the middle of Kansas, but we can impact what happens here in Montgomery County. And we can do that not only by just the way we treat the public day to day, but we can do it through social media. We have cops that are doing great things, that have amazing stories to tell, but that police officer needs to step up and and say, listen, I don't mind having my story told, or I don't mind getting a message out that I think is important for the public to hear. So this is an opportunity. The Community Engagement Division has this social media platform, and we can get our message out, and we can highlight the great work that our cops are doing. So I would encourage every officer, every detective, supervisor, you name it, every man and woman on this department, civilian, sworn, if you have a message that you want to get out to the public, if you think that you can help change the narrative about what people think about police in this country, this is the opportunity to do it.